Y ese hay que volver a cocinar. Bueno, ahí el juego lo puse en español para no tener que andar leyendo todo. Y ahora tenemos que hablar con la... Uy, se trabó, ¿qué le pasa? Hablar con la mamita. Era otra. Y che. ¿Para dónde tenía que ir? Uy, ¿por qué dan trabones? Qué dolor de huevo. Trudy, mostrar ubicación. Paco, ¿por qué dan trabones? Señora.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
¿De qué va todo esto?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Rango. ¿Dónde está el
He's holed
camaleón?
up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
En la colina. ¡Ah! ¿Por qué se traba? ¡Se trabó! ¡Ah!
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
¿Bandido de la pólvora qué?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Ay, así que troleo masivo. Como la Argentina, importando criminales. Va que metía al país. ¿Por qué no cargarse a Cobb?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Troleo otra cosa.
Alright.
¿Y si ayudo a Ringo qué
If you were
pasa?
able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of
Anache.
course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there.
A ver, si ayudo a los bandidos, ¿qué tal?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
¿Quién era el...? Eso que cuando había entrado al bar había uno que necesitó entrega a Ringo o les quemo el rancho.
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more
Ah,
like
no me
him
dio la
out there.
pólvora ese, pensé que era un policía. Sí, hay que... Venganza, Gustavo Fring.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Qué mal. Me importa un comida tu radio. Uy, eso diría el Walter White, pero yo no. Que quiero jugarme bien el juego. Uy, ¿por qué entraron errando? Mansa bronca.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Uy, no entendí una cosa, pero bueno, después la veo. A ver, después... Uy, ¿por qué es que me estoy desconcentrando, me estoy enojando. Conocer al robot.
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
Mira, vos, che, no te cae bien.
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Other than rolling around
¿Qué
once
hace el
in a
juego?
while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
¿Qué decís? ¡Me salvó!
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
No, bueno, ¿qué importa?
Fine by me.
Hay muchos
It's
visitantes
mostly
lugar
traders
este.
looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
La
The
República
new
de
California
California.
Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Rayos, viejo. Tanto la Legión como la Red siguen en la represa.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants
Pelotudo.
to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
A ver... ¿Y la Legión qué tal?
Slavers, killers,
Negros.
and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
La radio.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I'm sure I've got something you like.
Una poronga lo que vende. Hasta la próxima. Adiós.
Be careful out there.
Uy, tengo que cambiar algunos gráficos. ¿Qué onda? Porque anda re contra trabado. A ver, voy a sacarle el mod este del... de huevada, no sé qué. A ver si ahí se arregla. Se me crasheó el launcher. Ah, creo que era esta tecla. A ver, modo configuration, desactivar. NBA. Lo tenía ese, sí. Pero ayer se traba la cosa esta. Bueno, ya fue. A ver si abriendo la hora de vuelta se arregla eso. Pero es un embole. A ver, ejecutar. Ahí sería ver el juego ahora. Se sigue trabando, me cago en la puta. Bueno, como sea. Ya fue. Lo arreglo mañana. Bueno, hay que ir a la gasolinera, era. Yeah, la gasolinera, che. Qué bonito anda el juego, ¿ah? Señor Walter Howard White. Abrime, puto. Say my name.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Se va a disparar mejor. Vi
Sorry
Walter
about the
White.
gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Qué coba.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Oh, hay que matar a todos. A ver qué hacer respecto a estos huevones. Ah, bueno, ¿por qué le quieren? ¿Por
My
qué tenía
caravan
culero?
was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
Ah, ya, pobre diablo. ¿Qué va a hacer respecto a los
I'm gonna lay low
huevones?
for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Otra vez te puede echar la mano, jijiji. Buena
We just end
suerte.
up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hey, che, hablame.
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
Hijo de puta. Esperar, quiero hablar.
That's close enough. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming...
Puta.
That's close enough. Who are you?
Se quedó retrabado. Te dedicas.
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
Ya veo,
Did you want
che. Contarme de Gold Springs.
I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals. It's been in
Pregúntame tu vida,
business for a
che.
very long time. It's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things.
Juego de la caravana.
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game? Just keep an eye out for them while you travel. I've found cards in old boxes or forgotten on shelves. Can find some for sale, too.
Buenas noches. Uy, se trabó como la mierda.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though.
Pero bueno, ¿por qué te quieren culiar?
Mike,
Te puedo ayudar, bla bla bla.
so what's going on? Did Sonny...
¡Ay, se trabó! ¿Qué? No, pero en serio es demasiado molesto esto. Espera, se trabó por un rato largo ahora.
Oh.
A ver, chusmear. No, en serio, se iba a traer otra 2 veces más y ahí lo cambio. Caja. No, es insoportable esto. Es injugable. Uy, se trabó justo cuando iba a poner salir. Trabón. Igual raro, o sea, pirateándolo te anda mejor. No entiendo nada. A ver, che, que tengo que cambiar. A ver, mientras ya vuelvo.
like trains kid, never spoke a word, not even to his parents, not a single sound was heard. But on the first day of school, the teacher asked his name. All he did was smile as he said, I like trains. I like trains. I like trains. They put him on some Ritalin to see if that would help. The doctor found the perfect dose and asked him how he felt. He stared at the doctor with a little creepy smile, and the I like trains kid said, I feel great. He got a fancy job and he straightened out his life. He met a nice girl who he asked to be his wife. As they stood at the altar and prepared to say the vows, he put a ring on the finger and he said, I like trains. I like trains. Got bad grades. I like trains. Awkward date. I like trains. Don't like trains. I like trains. I like trains. I like trains.
I Like Trains, another Astor movie t-shirt, now available at sharkrobot.com. Also, buy this song on iTunes and Amazon, link in the description. And also subscribe to the amazing guy who animated this video.
In the game folder, open the EM.
Ahí tengo que ver un video y por eso paré la música, porque si no, no la puedo dejar de escuchar. XD. A ver, presión del programa. Se trabó todo el Nvidia. Pero voy a tener y arreglo el problema ese y vuelvo a transmitir.